Assess key elements of the organization's risk governance and risk culture and the impact of organizational culture on the overall control environment and risk management strategy. Risk governance and risk culture are essential components of an effective risk management system. Risk governance refers to the structures, processes, and oversight mechanisms used to direct and monitor risk management activities, while risk culture reflects the values, attitudes, and behaviors that influence how individuals perceive and respond to risk. Internal audit plays a vital role in assessing both areas because strong governance structures alone are insufficient if organizational culture does not support responsible risk-taking and accountability. By evaluating risk governance and culture, internal auditors provide assurance regarding the organization's ability to manage uncertainty and achieve its strategic objectives effectively and sustainably. A primary area of assessment is risk oversight, particularly the role of the board and senior management in directing and monitoring risk management activities. Internal auditors evaluate whether governance structures clearly define responsibilities, reporting relationships, and accountability mechanisms. Effective oversight requires active board engagement, regular review of significant risks, and clear communication regarding risk appetite and organizational expectations. Auditors assess whether management receives sufficient information to make informed decisions and whether governance processes support timely responses to changing risk conditions. Strong oversight promotes consistency, transparency, and alignment between risk management activities and organizational objectives. Internal audit also assesses the effectiveness of the organization's risk management processes. This includes evaluating how risks are identified, analyzed, prioritized, monitored, and reported throughout the organization. Auditors determine whether risk management activities are integrated into strategic planning and operational decision-making rather than treated as isolated compliance exercises. They examine whether risk appetite is clearly defined and communicated and whether management uses risk information to guide decisions. Effective risk management frameworks support proactive responses to uncertainty and encourage balanced decision-making. Internal audit's assessment helps determine whether risk management processes operate as intended and contribute to organizational success. An equally important element is tone at the top, which significantly influences organizational culture and employee behavior. Tone at the top reflects the values, ethics, and expectations demonstrated by senior leaders and the board. Internal auditors assess whether leadership consistently promotes integrity, accountability, transparency, and responsible risk-taking. Employees often model their behavior after leadership actions rather than formal policies. Therefore, inconsistencies between stated values and actual behavior may weaken the control environment and encourage undesirable practices. A positive tone at the top strengthens risk awareness, reinforces ethical conduct, and supports a culture where individuals understand and fulfill their responsibilities for managing risk. Organizational culture has a profound impact on the effectiveness of the control environment and risk management strategy. Internal auditors evaluate whether employees understand risk management expectations, openly communicate concerns, and respond appropriately to emerging risks. A strong risk culture encourages collaboration, accountability, learning, and continuous improvement. Conversely, a weak culture may lead to excessive risk-taking, inadequate challenge of decisions, poor communication, or failure to comply with established controls. Assessing culture requires consideration of both formal structures and informal behaviors, including incentives, leadership practices, communication patterns, and employee attitudes toward risk and control activities. Ultimately, evaluating risk governance and risk culture provides valuable insight into the organization's ability to achieve its objectives while managing uncertainty effectively. Internal audit identifies strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement in governance structures, oversight mechanisms, leadership practices, and cultural behaviors. Recommendations may focus on strengthening accountability, enhancing communication, improving risk awareness, or reinforcing ethical conduct. By assessing the interaction between governance, culture, controls, and risk management strategy, internal audit helps organizations build a resilient environment that supports informed decision-making, effective control processes, and sustainable long-term performance. These assessments contribute significantly to overall governance effectiveness and organizational success.